What is going on, everyone? It's me, the Mental Manny, back with another video. Um, Today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different than mental health stuff. I wanted to talk about more general health stuff, and let me just move my camera. I wanted to talk about mainly vaping, just because at the moment, there's a lot in the news about vaping. There's a lot in the news about just health stuff in general, and some of it can be quite misguiding, to say the least. Um, and I genuinely do believe in vaping. As you know, I vape. It's not like this big thing. I got a few devices. I like tobacco flavor liquids because it keeps me off cigarettes. And it's one of these things that's now getting a really bad reputation from the place where it actually got really good reputation. And as you all know, it's been around for quite a long time, but now we're only seeing reports of people getting serious health complications from vaping. We're only now just hearing about people who have died. Well, they died, unfortunately, from vaping, quotations. And you might have seen this around YouTube a lot, like anti-vape ads and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you what I believe to be the truth, right? From what I have known and how experienced with the field I am. I used to work in a vape store, went to all the vape conventions, I know how to make the liquid, I know what goes into the liquid, I know the whole process. I am telling you now, even if the reports were, let's say they are right, okay, that someone died from vaping, how many people a year die from smoking? How many people in total have died from smoking? How many people, let's say again, that they have died from vaping? There's four. Four people that may have died from vaping. Four people in 10 years. So those numbers are already pretty good, if that was the truth. But here comes the better part of it, is that these articles you'll see aren't actually looking deeper than the surface. What is beneath the surface of these incidents? So, 3 of those incidents were to do with THC oil. And in America, this is where a big problem is, that you can get these dual pod cartridges with THC oil in them from a dealer. But you don't know how that's been made. You have no kind of regulation there. That stuff could, be spice. And that's where you're gonna run into a lot of issues, is going anywhere other than a reputable store to buy stuff. Because then at least if you get something from a store and it puts you in hospital or something like that, you have the store's name, the company you got it from, the manufacturer. You got all this stuff. But none of these incidents have actually said anything about that. All of these people as well have said they smoke weed, right? I'm not saying weed's the reason why they're dead. I'm saying that it's very likely in a lot of those cases that they were buying THC oil. A girl got pneumonia, a certain type of pneumonia in the lungs, which you can only get by inhaling oil. And what is in these pods? There's no oil. These bottles of e-liquid, or let's just say liquid, that's all it is. It's a liquid. It's not an oil. There's a difference, right? So say something like this. This is a tobacco nic salt bottle. And as you can see, it's brown. It could look like, THC oil in a way. But the difference between this and oil is this is vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, and nicotine and flavoring. That does not produce oil. Whereas when you break down weed to make oils and compresses and shatter and all that stuff, that's where you're going to start producing oil, real oil, because that's the wax you're getting. That comes from the oil, right? And now people are starting to vape that stuff, and I'm fine with that. But when you're getting it from a dealer and it's in a jewel pod, and you're young and impressionable, it's not gonna go so well. Also another thing about it is, I've been vaping a long time. I'm not saying I'm the, be all and end all of facts for vaping. What I am saying though is, I've done it for a long time and I've never had one single complication. I'm just one person. No one I know has had complications with vaping. And even if they had, you are generally, I know a lot of people are saying 95% safer. Even the cancer institutes and stuff, cancer research, the NHS, they're all coming out with these statistics. So if you can't look at the statistics and believe that, believe the experienced people. I smoked for a long time. Well, not a long time compared to people a lot older than me. I smoked for a reasonable amount of time. And in that time, I was out of breath. I was, hacking up stuff. Felt ill. And yeah, I enjoyed it for a while. But you have to think about your health at the end of the day. And you have to think about the longevity of it. It's cheaper to vape, healthier, and also more future-proof, I would say. Because smoking used to be quite fashionable in a way back in the day. But now it's become one of those things where people look at you and they go, you're still smoking? Like, I'm not saying you should do that. People are allowed to do whatever they want to do. But I would say you're less likely to get a dirty look with one of these now than a cigarette. People used to give you dirty looks for using one of these, right? And that's because it's new. But now it's not new to anyone. And I do believe that, kids underage vaping is a massive issue. I believe it is. But the problem that I have with that information is they could be smoking right now. They could be smoking cigarettes, right? They could be doing that. Or they could be doing this. And it's like, both are not good. I just know which is better. So, it's a difficult one, especially when you're not clued up on all the information. It's very easy to hop on when you've not kind of got all the information, to see the first article and think that's all the information there is to these things. So you gotta see the surface and understand the surface before you delve a bit deeper. You gotta understand why they're trying to do these things, like push it in a certain way. They're trying to cut down the amount of underage people vaping by scaring you. By saying, look, how do you know this isn't gonna kill you? Alright? They go 4 people dead over it, And even if that was true, I wouldn't take that information and then suddenly, delve deeper and then go, I still believe whatever I saw the first time, because they are actually dead and this, that, and the other. Like, that makes a lot of sense in a way, but you gotta see the strategy behind it. You gotta see why they're posting the certain things they're doing. Because that's the way the news industry and that type of industry works. They're trying to push you in a certain direction. They can, it's very subliminal in a way. They make you see these things on a daily basis, and the more that they can push in your face that a certain thing is bad, the more likely you are to believe that it's bad. And I've seen a lot of people now go, I'll take my chances with cigarettes. And it's like, from all the stuff you've seen about vaping, how much it really can help and how much it's helped the world come off cigarettes, you're gonna go back on that just because 4 people died. But how many people died from cigarettes in your lifetime? Just in your lifetime, So it's a very controversial topic in a way, I guess. It's not too controversial, it's just there's 2 sides to it, And I'm in the corner of vaping. I'm not gonna say to people, you have better chances with cigarettes, because that is just not something I can believe in, I've seen what cigarettes do to people. I've seen what they've done to my family, And I smoked for a good long while, and I made the switch, and I've been a lot healthier, and I can see the difference. That's not to say that there isn't issues with it. I could, have issues in the future. But I'm a lot healthier right now, and I'll probably continue to be a lot healthier than if I continued smoking. And I think that's my big point in all of this, is that you're a lot healthier. You're going to be a lot better off if you just make the switch. I'm not advertising it. I'm saying you'll be a lot healthier. I'm not sponsoring a certain brand or anything, because I got a bunch of different vapes. I don't give a fuck about advertisement. Hate advertisement. But I genuinely have seen people who've smoked their whole life, right, make the switch, and it's like a whole new person, or almost, It's staggering to think that they've smoked their whole life and tried to quit. Wasn't possible. Vapes come around, it's now a possibility. You gotta think about other people as well. The smoking isn't just affecting you, it's affecting other people. Vaping, they might not like you doing it, but it's at least not affecting their health. So, for that reason, I am 100% in vaping's corner on this. I will always say to people, you're gonna be better off vaping than you are smoking. So that's my 2 cents on it. I'm the mental manny. I nearly forgot my own catchlines there. I'm the mental manny. Take with caution any of the information, do stuff at your own risk. That's just my 2 cents on it. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know. And if you like the videos, usual shit, just subscribe. Just subscribe. Join up. Show your support, whatever. It's all good. Right? But I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next episode. See you later.